Welcome back, Tribe. Got an episode here that says how AI is causing white-collar bloodbath. It's good.
The job market is changing faster than ever. According to a study by the World Economic Forum, nearly a quarter of all current professions will change in the next 5 years due to AI.
Half
You will own nothing and be happy.
of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment in the next 1 to 5 years.
The tech sector is already being hit, but this will spread to many other sectors of the labor economy.
Tech has already been hit, and other industries are just months away from massive cuts.
Even the CEOs of the largest AI companies in the United States are warning about the potential consequences.
CEO of an artificial intelligence company warns that AI is about to wipe out millions of jobs in the next few years, even calling it a bloodbath.
The effects of this labor revolution could bring significant consequences, potentially leading to unemployment rates never seen before.
It's not just tech. The CEO of a major AI company says could wipe out half of all the white-collar starter jobs, possibly causing unemployment to soar as high as 20%.
So how could AI eliminate nearly half of all white-collar jobs? The accelerated advancement of artificial intelligence is transforming the global job market in unprecedented ways. What was once limited to repetitive manual tasks or data processing has now evolved into tools capable of executing complex cognitive functions that were historically the responsibility of entry-level administrative workers.
Use cases for AI continue to grow. There is one industry leaning hard into the technology: customer support.
A report by McKinsey & Company estimated that generative AI could automate activities that currently represent between 60 and 70% of the working time in certain office occupations.
Jeez.
The most vulnerable positions are those focused on routine information processing, rather than human judgment, empathy, or interpersonal skills. For example, in the customer service area, AI-powered chatbots already handle more than 85% of first-level support requests in large tech companies, up from 30% in 2020. Similarly, law firms are using tools like case text to conduct legal research and draft contracts in minutes, tasks that previously took a junior lawyer hours.
At a fraction of the cost of a human lawyer, Browder says he is able to use his software to help everyday Americans battle legal issues, such as traffic tickets and evictions. So far, he says his company has helped in more than 1.5 million cases and saved his clients millions of dollars.
A report by the World Economic Forum projected that by 2027, approximately 83 million jobs could be lost globally due to AI and automation. Most concerning is that the majority of eliminated jobs are entry-level or junior roles. Likewise, Goldman Sachs estimated that 300 million full-time jobs could be affected by generative AI, with a greater impact in developed economies due to their reliance on office work. In the U.S., the report identified that up to 46% of tasks performed by entry-level employees
We're fucking done, bro. 46%, half of jobs will disappear. And this is just what they're saying out loud. Can you imagine with that? Because we can't foresee just how much this will improve in the next 10 years is what they're saying. In a few years, it's going to be dramatic. Hell, in the last 4 years, it went from like, the product was okay to Jesus Christ, it's fucking good now. And rapidly iterating and getting better. You want 10 more years of this and you think only half of jobs will disappear? Our entire world is about to transform. This is like the advent of the internet. And if you're not getting in on this right now, learning how to use it for advanced cases, building businesses, coding apps, making your life easier, being your assistant that could do everything, you're going to fall behind. And that's putting it lightly. This is a massive threat to a developed economy that relies on a bunch of bullshit office work like we do. Women will be most affected, of course, but men too. The trades are one of the safer ones that you could still do, but even that may be saturated. You see like 300 million jobs, that's tens of millions of people that are going to have to make lateral moves into completely different fields to survive. That's going to put downward pressure on wages of the trade jobs because there's going to be way too many people applying. Office work's going to disappear. What is going to happen to all the sky rises? All those office buildings that are now empty. Dude, the commercial real estate market is already fucked. And now it's going to crash completely in just a matter of time. It feels like we're against the clock and it's ticking quicker and quicker every year. Like if you don't make it out in 5 years or so, you're fucked, dude. You're going to be poor forever. That's really what they're prepping us for. When they said 2032 or by 2030, remember the WEF was saying by 2030? Maybe this is what they were thinking about. It wasn't so much so taking your rights away, but just removing all ability to even make money for the average person because AI is going to become so instrumental in society. that at 2030, not 35, like they said here, by 2030, you will own nothing and be happy. Are we all going to have AI girlfriends, or are we going to have the perfect little companion that's lines of code while we sit in our little shoe boxes and eat bug sandwiches? Is that the future that we're going towards? Fuck, bro.
Could be automated in the next decade. In concrete terms, if these projections are fulfilled, between 10 and 12 million entry-level office jobs could disappear in the U.S. alone, considering the current size of the administrative workforce. And the behavior of large companies in 2024 and 2025 reflects this transformation.
All right, the layoffs that are rippling through the tech industry aren't showing any signs of easing. IBM is the latest tech giant to do so. The company announced it will cut about 3,900 jobs, mainly in its IT services segment.
Companies like IBM, Deloitte, and Accenture have announced pauses or significant reductions in junior-level hiring. The CEO of IBM stated that the company planned to halt hiring in roles that could be replaced by AI, especially in human resources and administrative support. These roles represented about 26,000 employees within the company. Similarly, Accenture announced in its 2024 fiscal report the cut of 19,000 jobs, mainly among non-billable and entry-level staff, while increasing its investment in training and deploying generative AI. Even in sectors like finance and marketing, junior analysts are being replaced by AI tools that offer faster, cheaper, and more scalable solutions. The collapse of entry-level jobs has also affected internships and training programs, which have traditionally served as gateways to the professional market. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, the number of internship offers from Fortune 500 companies dropped by 22% between 2022 and 2024. In the tech sector, the decline was even greater, around 34%.
A blunt new warning for American workers. A tech CEO says artificial intelligence is about to wipe out millions of jobs.
This decline is directly related to the growing use of AI in internal processes. Companies are finding that young workers, once essential for tasks like transcription, data labeling, or content moderation, are no longer indispensable. As a result, fewer and fewer graduates gain the experience needed to advance to intermediate positions, creating...
Damn, we're really going to go into a gig economy. Like the traditional structure of go to school, get a degree, get a job at a corporation, work till you're dead. It's already gone, but this is beating it. This is the final nail in the coffin. You're going to have to do gig work. You're going to have to become your own business. You have no choice. You need to invest in yourself. You need to have an idea, so cut some fucking grass, rake some leaves, clean some gutters. I don't fucking know, bro. You got to do something because you're running out of time. They're already cutting thousands of jobs, tens of thousands right now in its current iteration. And its current iteration isn't even that fucking good in terms of what it could look like 5 years from now. Boy, oh boy, we're in trouble.
Bottlenecks in long-term professional development. In addition to eliminating jobs, AI is also contributing to wage stagnation in administrative roles. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco, real wage growth in entry-level professional jobs fell by 1.8% in 2024, in contrast to a 2.4% increase across the overall economy. This stagnation is partly due to the oversupply of candidates competing for an ever-shrinking number of openings, as well as the corporate preference for AI-based solutions.
Many young people across the country are finding it difficult to find summertime work.
The labor market also posing a big challenge for young people looking for a summer job.
So remember this when they tell you those GDP numbers that we're doing well as a country and we're super productive and we're producing, it's AI. AI is productive. The average person isn't. The GDP numbers, the economic reports we're about to receive over the next 10 years are going to be so disconnected from average everyday working people. You would not fucking believe how gaslit you're going to get. That everything's fine. The economy is good. People are making a ton of money. We're producing more than we ever have. Our workers are more while your wages stagnate, even decrease in certain sectors. Couple that with the inflation we've been seeing, you're getting double fucked. Wow. Okay.
A new report suggests there's been a steep decline in the number of temporary jobs available.
Economists also warn of a growing polarization of the labor market. While advanced technical and executive positions remain in high demand and low-wage service jobs persist due to their physical or interpersonal nature, the middle tier, traditionally filled by young college graduates, is disappearing. AI is not only increasing human productivity, it is directly replacing it. Whereas previous waves of automation such as spreadsheets supported human work, Generative AI can perform tasks from start to finish without human intervention.
And it reflects a troubling increase in businesses and companies opting to cut back human tasks in favor of technology.
A 2024 MIT study found that the adoption of AI led to a 19% drop in job postings involving repetitive cognitive tasks, while job postings for AI engineers and product managers rose by 11%. This asymmetry suggests that for every new job created in AI, 2 to 3 junior jobs disappear or are never posted. The disappearance of entry-level jobs poses considerable macroeconomic risks. These positions are essential for skill acquisition, upward mobility, and the renewal of human capital at intermediate and senior levels. Without them, the talent development pipeline could collapse, leading to a shortage of qualified personnel in key sectors within a decade.
Oh, Facebook is paying $100 million. Meta is paying AI engineers $100 million sign-on bonuses. Look it up if you don't believe me. $100 million bonus. Just the bonus. They're getting paid like athletes, like seriously, like tier 1 athletes, like MVPs of seasons and shit, whose contracts are up. Superstars. 100 mil bonuses. Unreal. If there are no junior dev staff now, there is no one that will become senior staff later. Humanity is cutting off our own feet. Don't worry, we already changed how we measure unemployment, so nobody will be able to tell we've been in a recession for years. Exactly. There's not a single shot in the video that lasts longer than 5 seconds long. This is the most attentive deficit video I've seen in my life, and yet it gets views. Boyo, 2 weeks, 715,000. There you go. I wish I could go back to not owning anything or not knowing anything about AI. Yeah, no. Go to college or you'll be digging ditches for the rest of your life has become. So any of you got any of them ditch digging jobs? Oh, yeah. We are in for some shit, boys. Anyways, good luck out there. We talk about this shit all the time and try to use AI tools to enrich ourselves in the private community because it's just like, it's a revolutionary product. If you don't learn it, you get left behind. It's like the early people that were looking at the advent of the internet and going, this thing's stupid. What the fuck? There's no value in this. What's the point? I'd rather do this the old way. Yeah, well, there were millions to be made and freedom to be had if you just saw the potential in it and then utilized it. You know, but something as stupid as getting a domain name like pets.com. The guy ended up selling. There are people that made millions of dollars by getting domains like that early because they saw the potential. And one day a company came that valued the domain at millions of dollars. That's simple, bro. He bought a domain for nothing. Like he registered that shit. And then someone paid him out millions of dollars for that. There's people that have used AI to code basic apps that help people with very basic tasks, and they ended up selling that company for millions of dollars. It's happening right now. Anyways, we'll see you on the next one.